Bud Nation, welcome here at the Fox Valley Grappling Club. We are here with Matt Brown. Matt, thank you for taking time out for us. Appreciate it.
No problem.
We're starting the show off right. Mr. Potato Head right here. Gonna get another autograph on it. Here you go, Matt.
Let's do it, baby.
That's right.
All right.
Find a spot and go crazy.
Right on this cheek here. That looks like it'd be good.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we're getting right to it here. We're going to learn a little bit about Matt. He's got a big fight coming up. So let's get to it. All right, Matt. Growing up, is this entire scene, is this what you wanted to do? Did you know you wanted to be an MMA fighter?
No, I did not. I didn't even know much about mixed martial arts growing up. I was always interested in it. I always was wanted to compete in sports. And yeah, so yeah, I really didn't expect to see myself doing this.
Did you play a lot of sports growing up?
No, I didn't. I knew I was always pretty athletic. I was very competitive, and I always wanted to, but coming from a poor family, didn't really have the means or the way to play sports.
All right. Now, we just got done interviewing your brother. Obviously, you two, he was talking about the bond you guys had growing up. I mean, you guys weren't afraid to throw down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, growing up, did you have a pretty close relationship with Josh?
Yeah, we did. Typical big brother, little brother situation. He was always pestering me, and I was always making him pay for it. So yeah, we had our fair share of scraps growing up.
All right. Maybe that's where he gets his toughness from.
Yeah, could be.
Now, growing up, did you have any heroes, any maybe athletes that you looked up to? Anyone that you looked up to like that?
To be honest, you know what? Didn't really have anybody in particular that I really looked up to growing up. I look at all the icons and the superstars as being average people just like you and I. And I'm a realist. I could look at you and look at some average guy on the street as more of a hero than someone that's in this limelight making big money. So it's not about where you're going, it's about where you're at. So yeah, stay pretty grounded to earth. At least try to.
Nice. How did you get involved in this? In the entire MMA scene?
Okay, I got involved in mixed martial arts about 4 years ago. I was at a buddy's house. He was playing some old UFC fights. Back when Tito Ortiz was, at the top of his game and was running things. And like almost instantly, I'm like, whoa, where can I do this? And at the time, I didn't have a car, so I made it my goal to get a car because I found the Fox Valley Grappling Club in Appleton when we were located over on College Avenue. It was just a small place. I went in, I told them I wanted to fight, and here I am now. So.
That's awesome. Sacrificing from the beginning, right?
Absolutely.
Love it. Love it. So, how long ago did you start? How long have you been doing this?
Like I said, I started it'll be 4 years in April.
All right. So 4 years into this, you've had some fights. How do you feel the progression is coming? You feel like your strengths are outweighing your weaknesses right now? You're coming along smoothly as a fighter?
I think I'm doing very well. Like I said, growing up, I knew I had athletic abilities and I had natural skills, and I'm a pretty fast learner. I'm one of those types of people, you show me something and I'm gonna catch on pretty quickly. And just growing up the way I did, poor neighborhood, just being picked on because of my stature. I'm a small guy. I fight at 135. This upcoming fight's going to be at 140. Yeah, where was I going with this? I forgot.
Where is your career taking you?
It's so 3.5 years later, or almost 4 years later, I'm 5-2 as a mixed martial artist right now, professionally that is. and my first 4 fights I finished in great fashion, all in the first round, actually finishing the fights with either submission or a TKO. And I feel like I'm evolving great. I'm just as good on the ground as I am on the feet. So yeah, everything's going well.
Now, if I read this correctly on the website, you are currently ranked #1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you explain a little bit to everyone out there? The #1 ranking, is that just in the Northeast Wisconsin? Is that all of Wisconsin?
That's just in Wisconsin. And the rankings can be a little bit biased, guys. I'm a pretty modest guy. There's a lot of great, fighters out there, bantamweights within the state. The rankings, they can change on a whim, but yes, right now, currently, I'm ranked #1. Before I was, Josh Cassie was, but he just had his last fight at 145.
Okay.
And he's a friend of mine. He's a great fighter. So he moved up to the 45 bracket. So yeah, now I'm at #1 in the state.
Well, don't be too modest. Be very proud of that. Ranked #1 in anything is a great feeling. Now you're a fighter. You're an MMA fighter. You're here. You're putting in your time. What is life like for you as a fighter?
Life is really good. I love what I do. It can be stressful at some times. It can be costly trying to make a career out of this. With driving from Oshkosh to Appleton and gas prices the way they are, it can be pretty costly. But I have nothing to complain about. I do this because I love doing it. Being able to compete and perform and put on a show for people is just an extra bonus.
All right. Now, diet, training hours. Do you have a job on top of this? I mean, is that all part of this whole big Matt Brown picture?
Absolutely, got to have a job. Just coming as any other professional fighter starting out in this, it doesn't pay the greatest. So right now I have a part-time job. I'm a fundraiser. I raise money for political and nonprofit organizations. I do that on the side part-time, but this is my true passion. Hopefully someday it'll pay off. Crossing my fingers, but even if it don't, I'm going to still be in here working to get my black belt in jiu-jitsu, and also perfecting my stand-up game, and as an overall mixed martial artist.
Since you started this, have you had to change your diet drastically?
No, I haven't. I have good genes. I have a high metabolism, so I can pretty much eat whatever I want. Although I love to eat healthy, and everybody indulges every now and then.
Yep.
But for the most part, I eat pretty healthy. I keep my weight low. I'm in here 5 to 6 days a week training, so that also helps keeps the weight down. So when you're training as much as I am, and you have such a high metabolism as I do, you can pretty much eat whatever you want.
Sure.
So that's a good thing.
That's a gift,
I don't have to worry about my weight.
That's awesome. Going into fights, do you have any superstitions? Do you have to wear the same hoodie out there? Is there anything that you do on a repetitive basis that you have to do, or life is pretty screwed up? No
superstitions for me. I'm a realist. I keep it real. No superstitions for me. Sorry guys.
He's straightforward and just does his thing. To date, what is your best fight, and who was it against?
I'd have to say my best fight was my last fight, November 24th against Floyd Hodges for NAFC here in Wisconsin. He's one of the #1 prospects within the state. So going into it, I knew it was going to be a tough fight for me. He's a big puncher. He has knockout power. He finished a lot of his fights with a knockout. He's a really great guy. Hats off to him, Floyd Hodges. If you're out there, man, keep your head up, keep training hard. The fight went well. I ended up finishing the second round with an arm-in guillotine choke. The first round was all stand-up between him and I, and gave me a chance to really show that I'm just as good on my feet as I am on the ground. So I have to say that was the highlight of my career so far.
So as a fighter, are you more known for your stand-up, or are you better on the ground?
Well, coming from the Fox Valley Grappling Club, it can be a bit deceiving. So if you're out there, don't underestimate us. We're just as good on our feet as we are on the ground. And we have a great wrestling coach as well. So, if you take us down on the ground, you have some problems. If you're on your feet, you're also going to have some problems. So, yeah, we focus on being well-rounded fighters here at Fox Valley Grappling Club.
And it sounds like how you guys have, all I've heard so far, fast learners. Must mean you have really good coaches here. A lot of people taking their time out to help you guys become the best you guys can be, correct?
Absolutely. We have great coaches here. James Peterson, purple belt. He's our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. We also have Bill Creed, who is a brown belt, another one of our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coaches. Ken Popelka, our wrestling coach. He was alternate for the Olympics. Good friends with Randy Couture. And for our stand-up, we got Jim Blue as our Muay Thai coach. Russell Bernard as our boxing coach. And both of those guys have a wealth of experience. So, yeah, we have the complete package here at Fox Valley Grappling Club.
Seem to be producing some good product out of this gym. Now, last little bit of information. You have a fight coming up. Hype it up. Who are you fighting? Where is it?
All right, guys, the fight is February 26th. It's going to be in Oshkosh, Wisconsin at the Electric Lounge, right off of Washington Avenue, across from the YMCA. Google it up, Google map it. You'll find your way there. It's going to be against Bill Finn. He's been in the game for a while. I don't know too much about him, so I don't really worry about what he's going to do. I'm just focused on what I'm going to do to him. And you definitely want to check it out because I'm the type of guy that goes in there to take care of business and put on a show for the fans. So if you want to see a good stand-up fight and possibly see a knockout, then you're definitely going to want to be at this show.
Excellent. Last shout. Say what's up to some of your sponsors.
Well, yeah, I want to give a big shout out to NGU, Never Give Up, MMA Clothing. My boy Chuck Berg's doing his thing with that. I also want to give a shout out to Fox Valley Grappling Club. Without these guys, I'm nothing. Also Caged MMA clothing and apparel right here in Appleton, Wisconsin. Come check it out. Has everything you need. We got Genesis Chiropractic. He's cracking me up and make sure I'm ready to go for my fights and keeping me in good shape because, again, here doing mixed martial arts, you get twisted up, your neck gets cranking on, so it's good to have a chiropractor to adjust you and get you back in place. And I believe that's it for now. So any sponsor, anybody out there that's looking to sponsor mixed martial artists, I definitely suggest it. It's a good advertisement for you, and we certainly need it to prevail in this sport. Sponsorships, they really help you take the fighters to that next level.
If you guys are interested in contacting Matt Brown, do you have an email address you want to shoot out to them?
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook, Matt Brown, www. Hold on. Let me think now. See, I get hit in the head a lot, guys. So the thoughts just don't come as quick as they would for some people. You can find me on Facebook. Otherwise, Matt B MMA at gmail.com, or you can also find me at mattbmma at yahoo.com. So I got a couple email addresses there for you. So get a hold of me if you're interested in sponsoring me, or here I am.
One of the bright stars of MMA coming through the ranks here in Wisconsin. Advertisers, sponsors, hit this kid up, do it up the right way. Rank number 1, you can't get any better than that. Matt, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking time out for us.
It's always a pleasure.
All right, Spud Nation. That's Matt Brown. Check it out. The 26th, going to be a great fight. Another win for the Fox Valley Grappling Club. Till next time, we're out.